Hello, welcome back. Today is it's that time between Christmas and New Year when you don't actually know what the day is. But it is Sunday the 27th of December today. Just down at the allotment. Yesterday or last night we had really massive storms, so I was quite keen to come down to the allotment and just give it a quick check over, make sure nothing had gone wrong. We've got a couple of polytunnels up here as well, so I just wanted to make sure everything was okay, and I'm pleased to report that it is. I have also bought me some, or come down the allotment with some weed membrane. It's not weed membrane, it's actually damp-proof course. Big thick sheeting, plastic sheeting. I had mentioned in my previous video, you know, that my no-dig allotment is covered in couch grass, and I want to get it covered because it's getting away with me really. And where I have already spent a good few hours digging out, you know, areas, the couch grass has come back. So I don't want to just keep trying to dig the whole thing and then it just get covered again with couch grass. So my plan is to get it covered with this this damp proof membrane. It's really thick plastic. Get it covered, and then I can just work on specific areas and keep digging those small areas until it's free of couch grass. Otherwise, I think I'm just never going to be successful at all. The membrane that I've got here at the moment, I had planned when I did that video on buying some, and then my husband Lloyd said he had some left over from when we did the insulation under our office floor. So I've got that out of the shed this morning. I don't know how much is there, but my plan is to get as much of my plot covered today as I can, and that's pretty much it really. I don't know how long it's going to take me. Luckily there's no wind, because it was so windy yesterday. I thought if I try and attempt this, it's going to be like a massive sail and it's going to end up over in the Brecon Beacon somewhere. But anyway, that's that really. Hopefully we can get loads of it covered, because that will be very nice, and I should have enough things as well to weight it all down. So let's stop talking, let's get on with this, and then at the end, after I've done this, I'm going to have a quick look at everything in the polytunnel. Also on my dig allotment, the garlic and the onions are growing really beautifully. Nothing else is growing on there at the moment, but I'm just so pleased with how well that's looking. And I'm, like I said, I'm going to stop talking now because my hands are already freezing. So let's get on and get this weed membrane down. I'm so pleased with how big an area I've managed to cover now. It makes everything else much more manageable. But what I need to do is just go around the plot. I've got on my other allotment some big offcuts of sleepers, and there are a few of those plastic kind of pallet tray, you know, or plastic pallets just over by our water butt. So I'm going to cover that all, because obviously, you know, it gets so windy here, it's just going to fly away if I don't make sure it's really secured down. But I am so pleased. You know, just a really quick job, and it makes things so much more manageable. When I was younger, I got my first allotment when I was 24, and it was actually a full-sized allotment, and it was really hard to kind of manage it and keep on top of it. And I wish I kind of thought of something like this, you know, all those years ago, because it would have actually enabled me to be able to really keep up with the plot and stuff. But anyway, enough of me talking. Let's go and get some stuff to make sure this plastic doesn't fly off in the next windstorm. I've just come into the polytunnel now to have a quick look at everything before I go. My hands and my feet are frozen solid, so I'm looking forward to getting home in the warm and have a nice warm cup of tea. The polytunnel is nice and warm in here. Obviously it's very sunny today, and the carrots, which are down here, are doing really nicely. They will need thinning out at some stage, but I'm going to just leave them to get on with growing at the moment. And the onions they're also doing really well in the raised bed. They are starting to get a few weeds, but I think I'll just leave that for now. Yeah, that's it really. Not much going on. I'm so pleased that I've got that area of my allotment now covered. I've got loads of stuff holding all of the plastic down, so I'm really hoping that that's going to, you know, the next storm or whatever, it's going to keep it all held down. But I just need to make sure I keep an eye on everything. The rest of the plot, you know, the top half has been dug over and needs more digging because there is more couch grass there, and then the middle of the plot is very couch grassy, so it's going to take a lot of work. But when I was putting that plastic down, there's just massive puddles on that bit of down there at the end of the plot, because we're on a slight slope, and as soon as the rain kind of comes down, it just gets stuck there really. My allotments are only 8 years old, I think, and that plot is probably the worst plot out of everyone's because it doesn't get very much light. So I think it's been the most vacant plot, and it's been the least worked. So it is going to take a long time to get, you know, a really good depth of soil in there with organic matter and stuff. So, you know, it's going to take time, and the main thing is just covering it so it just doesn't get away with me. Otherwise, it's never going to be a successful plot. Anyway, I'm chatting on as usual, so I'm going to head off now, but thank you so much for watching. If this is the first time you watch one of my videos, please do hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you're notified of all of my latest videos. As ever, YouTube have some videos up on the screen now that they think you'll like, so please go ahead and watch those, and I will catch up with you in the next episode. Bye!